If you're curious to see an updated beauty room tour, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am, as I said in the teaser, I am doing an updated beauty room tour. So for the most part in this video, I will be behind the camera for a change, but I thought that you would want to see everything in this beauty room, including the 3 sets of cupboards on my right, 3 sets of drawers, or 3 drawers I should say, on my right as well, my number 1 drawer which is behind the camera, and everything on these shelves and on the counter that is in front of me. If you are ready to get started on this tour, let's get right to it, and I'll wrap it up at the end. And the tour starts. I just thought you might appreciate seeing the filming setup that I have. So I film in, I call it my beauty room, but it is my beauty room and vanity, which you see with a sink and a whole lot of stuff on the counter. You see my ring light. Obviously, I am not able to show you my camera setup because I'm using my camera right now. I have what is called a plyo box or a jump box. That is what I sit on. And I sit on it as if I'm on a chair. And also I sit on it cross-legged depending on the type of video that I'm filming. And so on my counter, you will see that I have my skincare and hair care products here on the corner, including a setting spray that you can't see right now. And I also have my skincare products that I am currently using. So you see those right here. My trusty brushes, the camera in the mirror right now. And the palettes that I am using, you may recognize some of these palettes. There's the Quad of the Month at the top. There is the Buxom palette, and under the Buxom palette there is the Smashbox palette. Those are 2 palettes that I am panning right now. And I also have a 9-pan that is a Tarte 9-pan that I have some other shadows that I'm looking to use up. So this is my high frequency type of spot for palettes and whatnot. And I often have the Cover FX Cream Quad that you see in my Partners in Cream project. And of course I have some cotton pads and Q-tips, which are kind of a necessity around here. And then if I go around the ring light, you'll also see a few of my high-use items that tend to be in project pans, some samples that I'm trying to use up, Kleenex, which we all would have, a couple of other brush containers of things that I use on a regular basis, including a few things that I intend to use very soon as a first impressions. And then on the counter, I also have a series of products that I intend to do videos with. This set of products right here, this set of products, and this set of products. So right now on my counter I have 3 videos planned, and I have them out so I don't forget to film those for us. So yeah, you can look forward to some interesting content based on some requests that I've received. And then I have also some other glass jars of products that I use quite often. I've got some lip glosses in here, and some lip glosses and liquid lipsticks here. I also have my trusty vanilla candle, which the vanilla candles are my most used candles in my overall candle collection. That's the scent that I like to burn the most. And it's also the source of all these empty jars that I have here, and also behind me when I'm filming. So you'll see I have 3 more of those jars here, and then 6 more here. And I find that those jars are really helpful in storing a number of items in my makeup collection. Now let's go over here first. We'll pan back to this section a bit later, but I want to show you a couple of things that I have in how I store my makeup, and I figured we could start from this angle and then move towards the rest of my collection. And then we'll also go in the drawers behind me that I kind of panned over just a little bit ago. So I'm going to open up these big doors, and I'm only going to show you the bottom two shelves because the upper shelves are where my clothing is, and that has nothing to do with the beauty channel. So I have a bunch of backups of all sorts of things that are just basic requirements for health and basic beauty. So we've got, you know, Kleenex and Band-Aids and whatnot. And then on the right-hand side, the usual necessities like toothpaste and Q-tips and whatnot. And then in here, in the center, I have some additional products that are more beauty related, other than my sports watch, which I need to get a battery for, and that's why it's out in the open, so I remember to do that. Now these are more utilitarian items, and then in here, this black case, those are actually rollers for when I have a special occasion, so I have some hair care here as well. Now these down here are more interesting to you, I'm sure. So I have here some skincare products, and what I tend to have down here are products that I am either planning to do a video with, and I've actually just filmed a Kate Somerville video as I am recording this for you right now, and so you'll see some Kate Somerville products, and you'll also see that gold one up there. That is an Elizabeth Arden Ceramide capsule container, and I've also just filmed with that. And then some miscellaneous items like some body butters and deodorant and that kind of thing that are just down here, and lotions that are just pretty basic. You would have heard me talk about a lot of these products already. In the pink case, those are my special unique Lise Watier products that I got at Christmas, and I have them all in one bag so I don't have to go searching for them. And I have a new Lise Watier product that I received from Jay that I will be doing a video on as well. On this side, this black mass that you see are a few bags that I have. They are my backup beauty sponges and my backup texturizing sprays and dry shampoos are all in there, and I only take one out as I run out of them, and don't feel the need to have more than one out at a time. And back at the very, very back, you'll see a number of bags, and those are all my backups of travel items and sunscreen and all sorts of those little bottles of stuff that I may buy on sale, and I just go in there and help myself when I need a replacement for all the basic lotions and potions that we need from time to time. And yeah, it comes in handy quite a bit. Now what I just showed you was in this set of cupboards, and when we go all the way up, the middle is where I keep my clothes. Up here is where I keep my extra boxes, extra containers, and essentially all shipping related type of products. So boxes, extra products, that kind of a thing. So that is where I store those things. And at the very, very top, I'm not huge on beauty or hair tools. And I keep 2 boxes, a hair curler and a couple of hair dryers up there when I do need to use them for a special occasion or something similar. Now if we migrate over here, we've got some towels, and right next to it we have 3 containers. Let me just get up to the top here. So I have 3 items. I have a nice big box at the back here, and that is where I keep all of my extra little compacts, little single shadow containers in case I want to send something to someone else. I do keep those at hand, and it's a beautiful box that I received from a friend of ours as a wedding present. So I've had it for a really long time, and I definitely do not want to part with it. And then here are two train cases. These were the two train cases available from Lancôme last year. And you'll see there's a matte one and a shiny one. And I keep those for my nail polishes. So I have quite a few nail polishes, having had 3 Ciate London mini month calendars and also a number of sets from Sephora. And that is how I keep them all straight, along with nail stickers as well, which is a new passion of mine. Next, we have this shelf, and you'll see a number of Tarte palettes. That is where I keep all my indie and singles and deep potted shadows. I have some palettes here that I have not done any reviews on yet, and I'll show you where I keep the other ones. And then at the back here, you will notice a mess of quads, and those are the quads that I use for quad of the month. So I prep those in advance and have them at the ready for when I want to review a bunch or 1 or 2 in those quad of the month videos. And then on the right hand side, I have a number of empty magnetic palettes and a few palettes that I have not featured yet on the channel, but that are overdue to be featured. So that is there as a reminder. And I have a few magnetized palettes here and a few other miscellaneous items that I go to from time to time. And then all of my color pencils that are not Urban Decay pencils that I keep in the Urban Decay box. I'll show you that in a little bit. Now this shelf is one that you're probably quite familiar with because it's in my background in every video. This is a nice subset of my palettes, and I have some on this shelf and I also have some on the one below. And then on this side I have some favorite, I guess, palette products. I have a book that I will start using once this current one is full. I'll be moving to that one. And I have a few of the Zodiac palettes because they just fit nicely with this size from Clionadh. But Clionadh is the main attraction on this shelf, followed by some Colored Raine palettes. A couple of gifts from some of my lovely subscribers, which is so nice to receive. I am so appreciative every single time. And I also have another card up here as well, and she will know who it is that sent it to me. And some perfumes. I have discovered my love of perfume thanks to this channel, and this is just a little grouping of my deluxe sample products. And my beloved liquid shadows are here, as well as some cream pots. And then down here I have a hodgepodge of a bunch of different products in 6 different glass jars, majority of which are cream products or loose glitters. I have some face products back here, and then an array of Urban Decay products, as well as Urban Decay singles and pencils. So for my singles, I have quite a few in here, and never mind these, that's from my kickboxing background. And then underneath here I have, I was not a fantastic kickboxer, I just did it for a number of years. And then these are my other pencils. If you're wondering where all the colored pencils are from my collection, most of them are down here. And then I have a number of other colored pencils here, along with what I showed you up here earlier. Okay, now I just moved my box over. I do want to just mention this. When it comes to these books, I write down everything. I have all my project pen stuff written down in these books, and I also write down every single thing that I put on my face when it comes to skincare and makeup. I write every single thing down in these books every single day. So when I have my description box filled with what I have on my face, this is the reference book that I use to make sure that I am listing the proper products that I have used in any given video, because I have the date and all the contents of what it is that I used. And underneath it, I have a jewelry box from my grandmother. She gave me that jewelry box when I was about, I think, 12. And it's very precious to me. I mean, it's a very basic jewelry box, but for me, every time I see it, it reminds me of my grandmother. And I would be very hard-pressed to part with it. Now, the next couple of shelves I think will be quite interesting to you. So I have a number of these little cases that come from the holiday sets. So this was the holiday set case for Estee Lauder. It is currently empty, but it will have something stored in it sooner than later. I have the Elizabeth Arden case from last year, which houses some setting sprays. That's what I have in this one. Then back here, I just have a Smile Direct Club bag, and I owe a Smile Direct Club review that I will be doing soon. So that bag is a reminder to do that for you. And I have a set of brushes that I introduced on the channel that I have not used yet, and that is a set of 5 Smashbox brushes, and I don't need to use them quite yet, so they will stay unused. The set of cotton rounds from Joe Fresh that I just keep at the ready here, and then a set of products here in this case. Oh yes, these are hair care products, perfumes, and a couple of items for the shower that I have just extras of and will go in and retrieve more as I need them. Now again on this shelf, I do have a few more things. I have this little box back here. I like to keep a couple of small empty box for gift giving, and it's full of that little crumpled paper. It's from a beauty box that I received from Sephora, and I just think this is an easy small box to refill for gift giving. And back here I have my travel items. Let me just open that for you. So I just put a bag in a bag. So these are the 2 bags that I use for travel makeup. This is my larger bag, and then I have a smaller bag that I can keep in my purse as I go about my day during travel. I don't always take it out and about, but I do like having the 2 bags for skincare, hair care, and then makeup specifically here. I think that that's pretty useful. And I have a matching train case. I was really happy to have the set from Sephora. I love animal print, and so I really, really love this set quite a bit. Now these 2 train cases contain very different things. The one that is the animal print is my makeup backups for the most part, and then very, very tiny skincare items, samples, deluxe samples and whatnot. And then the kind of peachy colored one is the one that houses all of my backup skincare. Well, for the most part, my backup skincare. I have some backup skincare back here along with my hair care products that I'm trying to use up this year. But we'll get to that one. Okay, so here is my train case that is ready to open for you. And like I said, this is my makeup backup for the most part, with a few items that are skincare, but most of it is makeup. You'll see a couple of Bad Gal Bang. You'll see a couple of Freak Deluxe samples, Freak Mascara Deluxe samples, a couple of Too Faced Waterproof, a number of different mascaras. Mascaras I get through a lot. This is my absolute favorite mascara at this point, Monsieur Big, and this is the waterproof version. I have a couple of lashes, a number of NARS lipsticks. I won't go over everything that is in here, but as you can see, it's chock full of stuff, and it's just a nice way for me to be able to gift a few things to family and friends that I found for a great deal, or to act as a backup for me for whatever it is that I need. For example, I'm almost done with my mini Sephora cream stain lipsticks, or liquid lips, and so I have my backup here for when I finish. I think I've got 3 of the 4 done already, and I'll be able to continue to enjoy them when I'm out. So a lot of different things. You can see what I have here. I won't discuss all of them because we could be here all day. But it's my little tickle trunk, and I am able to find pretty much everything that I need when I'm out of something in this little train case, and I really appreciate it, especially when it comes to foundation products and liners and lipsticks. I am never stuck without a given product, at least in a sample size. If nothing else, it just gets me through, and also enables me to grab some tiny things when I want to, as I said, travel, when we were talking about the mini containers that I showed you just over there. Now this trend case is larger than the other one, and it houses my skincare for the most part. I have a few skincare items here, and they are soon to be put into rotation, so I'm not worried about having them there. I'll be using them this year for sure, specifically the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion and the Ole Henriksen serum that's right next to it. Now let's talk about this train case. So you'll see that it's chock full, and I ended up picking up a couple of things that I did not think that I would pick up quite that soon. These I'll be using up my next trip, so that's not something that I really need to keep in this box. So what I'll do is I'll put it with my travel stuff right away. And a few of these were just opportunistic purchases, which is why this train case is so full right now. The Ultra Repair Cream, I was able to grab these for $19 Canadian each, which was a steal. So I decided to go for it because I'm really big on the First Aid Beauty Cream. This was a gift from my friend, and I am very happy to have access to it. And yeah, I wouldn't have gone out and purchased this cream, but I'm quite happy that I have it. I'm a big fan of the Advanced Night Repair and the Lancôme Génifique, both eye creams from Estée Lauder and Lancôme. I'm quite a big fan of. And then this was also an opportunistic purchase. I've talked about it on my channel a couple times, and it's the Clinique Take the Day Off. And I managed to nab, you can see the other one underneath, I managed to nab two of them because they were 2 for 1, which was fantastic. And so that was a really great opportunity. And this Marcel Ultra Gentle Cleansing Gel was also a 2 for 1 situation, and which is why it's in here. And then this Sephora Water Gel Mask was on for $11 each, and it's a lot of product. 50 ml or 1.69 fluid ounces. It's a lot of product. And when it comes to summer, this will be a great product for me to use, as will be my last coconut water cream from First Aid Beauty. I can only use this in the summertime, and I have one left, and I'm happy to be using it up this summer. There's a lot more I could talk about in this box. I was mentioning I like the Estée Lauder eye cream as well. And here it is. So yeah, I use both of them interchangeably, and I have some serums from Lancôme and Estée Lauder as well. So I would definitely say I'm well stocked up when it comes to skincare for this year, and I don't intend to buy anything else. I am all set for the next year for sure. When I say I'm opportunistic with skincare and makeup, I am not kidding. And I also am quite opportunistic with samples, and I have some samples in here that I tend to give to friends and family. Same thing with makeup samples out of that trend case. And yeah, I dig into those 2 cases quite often, and it's nice and comforting to know that I can pretty much take care of whatever it is that I need to take care of just in what I have. Now that we've explored that top shelf, let's take a look below. So down here I have a number of hair care products. Now it looks like a whole lot, but it actually isn't. Majority of the hair care products in here are virtually empty, and the reason they're out is to ensure that I pay attention to them and finish them up. This skincare section here is not nearly done, but these products right here are virtually finished, and I just need to finish them up. So it's a great way for these to be in my face as a reminder that I need to finish them up. Further back on this side, I have my three lovely perfumes. My Montguerlain, which is this box right here, the Sinner perfume from Kat Von D behind it, and then the other one, which I absolutely love, is the Alien perfume. And so right now I'm working on a few samples, and I've put these away for now. And once I have basically worked through a few samples, I will give myself a treat and take one of these out and enjoy the full size. But I go back and forth between perfume samples and the full size perfume bottles. And to give you a sense of the samples, these are the samples that I managed to use last year. And they were definitely paramount in me deciding to get the Sinner perfume and the Montguerlain, because I tried a bunch of the samples, really enjoyed them, and ended up taking the plunge with these perfumes. And then at the back there, I have one hair tool. But what I want to show you, do you see the box, the green box, and the kind of a cloud-like box underneath? Those are some of those Sephora set boxes. I have 4 of them. They're all 4 empty, and I keep them back there because they are great to give as gifts. So let me just take the Alien perfume out so that you can see. So now you can see all 4 boxes. Like I said, those are empty boxes, which makes this shelf look very, very full. But I do enjoy repurposing those boxes. They're perfect for gift box size, and I find that they're just very pretty to give. This top one is the newest one. It was the Lash Stash, and then those other ones are again Sephora favorite boxes. They're just the perfect size, like I said, for gift giving. And then on this side, they are the Ciate Mini Mani Month. So this one is the Ciate Mini Mani Month for the lipstick, the Advent calendar. That's what I'm using that for. And so each one of these has a piece of paper inside to select my next number of lipsticks. That's the Ciate Mini Mani Month that I'm revealing 2 products from every month. So that's the brand new one that I received from Steph. And thank you so much, Steph. It was so nice of you to send it my way. And this is the other Advent calendar that I have from Shoppers Drug Mart. And that one I'm also revealing 2 products per month and doing a review of what it is that I used from this Advent calendar once I've had a chance to use the products for the month. So nail polish and skincare and makeup. So I'm pretty happy to be able to try a couple new things every month from these 2 Advent calendars. So it's not much of a bother to keep the Advent calendars down here because I don't need to access them more than a couple of times a month. Well, actually once a month, really. And then I have, these are empty boxes, but they're nice to be able to protect these larger palettes if I need to move them around or take them with me somewhere. There's only one of them, this one right here, that still has an untouched palette. But these are the mega huge Colored Raine and Power palettes that are my absolute favorite when it comes to larger magnetic palettes. And so I house a bunch of singles in here. So in this case, these singles are Juvia's Place and Colored Raine. And I really, really do love these singles. And so I won't bother you with the other 2 palettes. Rest assured that all 3 of them are full. And these palettes are where I go when I need some singles for my quad of the month, is with these 3 big palettes and these 7 magnetic palettes from Tarte up here. And let me just show you one of those. Those look like this. And so I'll go and pick a couple of singles from these Tarte palettes as well as the Colored Raine Power palettes. Now going back over here, I have 3 drawers down here, and I also have my main drawer here for my everyday makeup items. So I thought I would go through these drawers as well. Now they are everyday use drawers, so no judgment here. I have a lot of stuff. So let's start with this corner over here. This is where I keep my camera stuff. So I've got my chargers, some batteries, some additional memory cards, and my stand for the camera when it is behind my ring light. I have a couple of scales back here that you see me use on a regular basis when I need to weigh stuff. I have a very sensitive scale and then one for larger, heavier items. And in here I have a couple of quads that I'm using for panning purposes. If you've seen my Partners in Cream, you would know this quad. And right now I'm trying to use the Lise Watier quad a number of times in my Project 10 uses. So a lot of those. I have a bunch of little square containers here. I have my blushes here, my brow products here, my blushes on this side, my bronzers here. There are some bronzers in there as well. All of the nail polish that I've used in a given month, I store here. And so as you can tell, it's almost the time to do an update on what I have worn as nail polish in the last month. And then back here, which is accessible when I don't have that many nail polishes, are some small palettes from Urban Decay at the back there. For the most part, it's Urban Decay. And back here, I have some primers that I would use at the very beginning of my makeup regimen. A color corrector wheel from Lise Watier that I am going to start using. I haven't used it yet. A number of Partners in Cream products that you would see on and off on this channel. A number of liquid products that I have not rolled in yet to my day-to-day use. Some, I think, complexion products. I think I mentioned those. There's 4 of them right now. The 2 at the bottom are depotted. Laura Mercier and Physicians Formula Argan Wear. So they're in different pots than they normally would be. Some high-frequency lip product use right there. And some very interesting highlighters that I have back here. I have this really neat green one from Violet Voss and a couple from Sephora and Cover FX. And this Cover FX one is kind of neat because it's 3 different highlighters in one container, which I think is awesome. I think that's it for this drawer, and I've got some other powders. Now this all-nighter powder should be in the drawer next to me because I keep my powder products there, but this one I had to repress, so it's a little bit more delicate, and so I have decided to just keep it here in a safe spot in this drawer as opposed to with the rest of my powder products. Oh, and I forgot to mention I have a couple of lipstick palettes here, and I keep them here because lipstick palettes tend to not get used all that much, and because they're right by the camera equipment, it's a good reminder to take them out from time to time. Now this is my most used drawer out of everything, and you will see that there's hair stuff mixed with everything else because it's my go-to drawer. So I have a bit of a junk drawer here for miscellaneous items that I use on a regular basis. There we go. For some reason that was open. So the typical stuff, eyeshadow base and lip stuff and eye cream and whatnot. Some additional base and skincare products there. A number of my powder items are here. And I also have, this is my most used box. Every time I do my makeup, I will take this box out and put it right on my counter because I have everything that I need in here. I have a few mascaras, I have a setting powder, my brow products, my eye primers, lotion. I have everything pretty much that I need to supplement my eyeshadows and other makeup items that I'm going to use on a given day. So it automatically goes on my counter because I use so many of the products in this little box every single day. And down here I have powder products. I have a couple of bronzers. I have some makeup melter, this medicated ointment that is good for just about any purpose. It's pretty awesome. And so, yeah, a number of different powder products all through here from different brands. And I take whichever out depending on what I feel like using in a given day. And the required toothpaste, deodorant, that kind of thing. And then some exfoliators and mask products right here from Juice Beauty and First Aid Beauty. And this is the Exfoliate, what is left of the Exfoliate from Kate Somerville. That is a product that I really like, but I had to depot because I couldn't get to it anymore. So I put it in an old Sephora coconut water moisturizing cream container. And my La Neige, which is a beautiful product when my lips are really in need. Now for these last two drawers down here. The first drawer is not as exciting as the other one, but in here I keep this big bag right there, the case, that holds all of my e.l.f. stuff that I have yet to use. And so I'm going to take that case out and use the e.l.f. products I have in here for a straight month in one of my upcoming monthly challenges of stuff in a brand new focus video series. I cannot believe that they've been sitting there for that long. It's kind of shameful, but I just decided to direct my attention to other brands for some reason last year. The rest of the product that I have, or products that I have in this drawer, you'll see a number of skincare items. That's my toner, night cream, and cleanser. So these are high frequency item products that I just keep in this drawer because it's very easy to open and grab. These products that I use on a daily basis. Then I have a bunch of lip products. That's a bunch of lip products. And then in these two Anastasia kit drawers, those are all lip products as well. And then I have this bunch of lip products also. So I rotate through them as best I can. The ones that are still in the box that you see there, it's because I have not used them yet, and I want to remind myself that these are new that I need to take a look at. And then I have a bunch of lovely palettes from Too Faced, Anastasia Beverly Hills that you'll see under the iMagic palette, my beloved Subculture, and then a number of other ones. And then back here, a number of Juvia's Place palettes, as well as Linda Halbari mood pencils, that black box there. These are all lovely products, and I do keep them at the ready, as you can tell, because I really enjoy Juvia's Place and Anastasia palettes. Now, underneath that drawer, I have a final drawer down here, and this is my tickle trunk, so to speak. These are the different palettes, for the most part, eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to review this year. And I have put a picture up, I'll put it on the screen right now, that I put on the community tab that is a picture of all the palettes that are available to review this year. And I will be taking cues from you based on the feedback that you give me on the community tab as far as which palettes that I review first. And I'll have a video coming up on that very thing very soon because I want to start reviewing them for you. Behind these palettes, now you'll see a couple of highlighters here. I keep them here because I'm going to review them at the same time as I review some Glamlight palettes. And then underneath these, you'll also see that I have a few extras. I have a set of Buxom lip glosses that I have not touched, and also underneath that I have a Philosophy, I think it's Philosophy, yeah, Philosophy skincare set that I am keeping intact for when I decide to do a brand new focus with it. So I have a few things in here that are not palettes, but that's pretty much it, along with a tooth whitening set right here from Smile Direct. And I think that that's pretty much it. Everything else in this drawer is eyeshadow related. A lot of palettes to play with, and I'll be giddy all year long, and I hope you'll be giddy right along with me with those reviews. Well, that's it. There's a lot. There was skincare, there was hair care, there was makeup, there was nail polish, and there were some used palettes, some new palettes. There's just a lot in this beauty room. I'm surprised how much I can fit in what is actually not that big of a space, but somehow I make it work. If there's anything that I did not cover in this tour that you have questions about, please let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer your questions. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.